Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in KITZUR HILCHOS SHABBOS, talking about all of these different malachas that a person does on Shabbos, where midaraisa, according to the Torah law, he would not be obligated. Nevertheless, the Chachamim, the Rabbanim, came along and said, rabbinically, you can't do that because it will still take away from the sanctity of Shabbos. The next category is shnaim sha'asu, when two people do one action. Eino chayiv al asiyas malacha, eliim asa levada v'kula. You're only chayiv, you're only obligated for transgressing a malacha if you did everything by yourself. Avalim shnei bnei adam asu yachad malacha. But if two people do one malacha together, b'makam shekol echad hayu yachal asa isa levado, in a situation where one person would have been able to perform the malacha all by themselves, so you don't need two people. One could do it on his own. Or one of them did part of the malacha, where the second one finished it off. Shneim peturim midaraisa, from a Torah level, they're both going to be exempt. Nevertheless, asu b'zeh issa derabanan. Still, there's an issa derabanan that when you're involved in a malacha, even if you only do part of it and the other one does the other part, even if one could have done it all by himself, still, rabbinically, midrabanan, it's going to be asr. Next category, Shvus, which from the word Shabbos, resting, as we will see. Harbe pu'ulos avshem mutaras min haTorah. There's many actions that a person can do that even though min haTorah, meaning on a Torah level, it's totally fine. Either because they don't resemble the malachas, the activities that were done in the construction of the Mishkan, or you did the malacha but not in the way that it was done in the Mishkan, which means it doesn't enter into the category of the maleches machshavas, which we've been speaking about all of this time. Nevertheless, the Rabbanan still came along and they made gezeres, they made decrees that you're not allowed to do these things. V'hainu k'may b'koil ha-mitzvah sharah chachamim. This is just like in all other mitzvahs that the Chachamim saw. They had to add on to the prohibitions of the Torah to make fences and guardrails, so to speak, to protect a person from trampling on the mitzvah itself. They should not transgress the Torah prohibition, and therefore they made gedarim, they made fences that would protect a person. If you can't cross that line, you're certainly not going to cross the line of the Issur Torah. So too, the same thing is by the laws of Shabbos. They saw many times they have to make special guardings to the laws of Shabbos. And they added on isurim, prohibitions that are of rabbinical nature, in order to protect a person from transgressing what it says in the Torah about Shabbos. They're called a Shvus. Shvus, once again, is a language of Shabbos. It's like the resting. There are additional activities that we must rest and cease and desist from on Shabbos in order to make sure that we guard the Shabbos properly. Vayim Perish Ramban, he brings from the Ramban over here, Shemevi b'shem ha-mechilta smach l'shvusim. He brings a mechilta, which is like a midrashic source of a proof of that Chazal should make these different shvusim, these different fences and the like, that is found in the Torah, because it says by Yom Kippur Shabbosayin, it says Shabbosayin. V'huksha kol ha'mayadim zeh lezeh v'chein Shabbos sheyom shviso menucha v'lo yitarech. And just like on Yom Kippur, there is an obligation to rest and guard yourself from all the things that you cannot do. So all of the Yom Tovim and Shabbos included is learned out from here. And just like by Yom Kippur, there's Shvus, you have to refrain from doing work, and you have to have Menucha, you have to have peace, V'lo yitarech, and you cannot work hard. So too by Shabbos, v'imahaynu matirim, masa is called dvarim she'einu nichlasim b'geder melacha asur. Now, if we allowed you to do all different activities that would not be within the realm of a malacha, of an action that is asur to do, so nimsa torchim kol Shabbos v'yom tov. That would mean you'd be busy all Shabbos and all Yom Tov being engaged in these activities. Ve'ein ze yom menucha u'shvisa, and then it's not really a day of rest and cessation of work, min hatorech va'ama, from the hard work and the effort that a person makes during the week. Ayin sham b'Ramban, take a look over there in the words of the Ramban and you'll see more what he writes. But the bottom line is, which he's quoting over here, is that the reason that Chazal made so many shvusin, so many laws that we're not allowed to do on Shabbos, is because they want to ensure the sanctity and the kedusha and the menucha of Shabbos, and therefore the less that you are allowed to be involved with in this world, the more you're going to be able to focus in on what Shabbos is really all about. It's a day of rest for you to commune with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Have a wonderful day.